Good evening, buenas noches. My name is Dr. William Benner, and I'm a visiting assistant professor of Spanish. My research concerns human rights activism, memory politics, and post-genocide studies. I'm currently writing an essay on a group of women writers in Argentina that use social media to debate the ethical limitations of social media. A central question that these women are revisiting is, how can we make sure that activism doesn't profit off of the suffering of others? This is an uncomfortable truth, and one that isn't easily answered. In the end, what I argue is that redemption can be found through critical thinking about the tragic past, and just as importantly, reader participation. So by no means am I a specialist in U.S. politics, but I jumped at the opportunity to give you all kind of my thoughts on this election, and I think that there's a couple of points that are close to what my research is about. So the Trump campaign has masterfully used the media, in particular social media, to weave doubt into every aspect of the election process. In doing so, Trump has completely departed from the truth, as seen through a constant stream of contradictory statements. I encourage everyone to see how Trump responds to questions during the debate about his contradictory and often completely false statements. How does he avoid accountability for what he says and does? And this harks back to research that I do on military dictatorships in Argentina. One common phrase that was used by all of these dictatorships in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, common phrase was the need for law and order. This is something that Donald Trump has recently been saying quite a bit in reactions to, for example, police brutality in the United States, how we should police our own people, how we should police the outside of the United States. So my questions are, can you see through Trump's statements what does Trump's vision of a safe America look like? What do you think he means by law and order? And lastly, who belongs in Trump's America? Jumping to the Hillary campaign, Hillary Clinton has managed to weather a very contentious primary, but there's a feeling that the Democratic Party is not as united as it was a year ago. A question I'm asking myself is, who will Hillary speak to? The undecided voters that are not sure about Donald Trump, or will she continue to borrow a far leftist rhetoric to appeal to disenchanted Bernie supporters? So look out for how Hillary talks about, in particular, the topic of social justice. What is Hillary's vision of a safe America look like? And how does it contrast with Trump's vision of a safe America? And then also, on a side note, I'm interested to see what is Hillary's tone. Is she optimistic? Does she go negative? And what are the topics, if there's particular topics, does she go negative about? So those are my observations, and I look forward to a great debate.